Test 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Okay, good. Make sure we're good on the mobile side here. And that did not get edited. Thought I did. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. Yeah, I don't think I can do that through mobile. Alright, I see some people jumping into chat. What's up, guys? Welcome in. I need to go ahead and make an adjustment here. I guess I just took the chat and was like, nah, we good. It's war. And this is Nightmare versus Discopartyham. We got to put the Partyham in here. And let's also actually give it a cool description. Boom. Okay. Yes, it is misnamed. Thank you for pointing that out. But yeah, Discopartyham was two people there for a second, but I think we are. Yeah, I think we're pretty much looking good here. I also want to check out the connection. It looks excellent, so that's good. Also, guys, let me know how the audio sounds. I know the last time we were here, people were saying the game audio was louder than I was, but I think I fixed that issue. But we are here for war. You heard me correctly. WAR war. It will be Nightmare's 25 amiibo versus Discopartyham's 25 amiibo, and well, this was written in the description here. This is not going to be a friendly war. Not apparently how Nightmare v MLL 456 had happened. For those of you who are just jumping in right now, we're also going to get into rules. Just before we do that, tomorrow, nothing going on. Sunday, we got a 1v1 arena on Twitch, 7:30 Central Time, so make sure you guys are still training, still getting better. It is spirited, by the way. But yeah, the rules for a war, pretty simple for the most part. We're going to get a score established here after a few fights. 25 amiibo versus 25 amiibo, and the trainer with no amiibo left loses. It's a pretty simple thing here. It'll be 3 stock, and only Battlefield and Omega stages are allowed. Now, there are a few exceptions here to the rules, because we normally will say no Big 7, no S tiers or anything like that, and also no duplicates. But tonight, Nightmare has Gentleman. Disco allowing, got 3 Bowsers. That's pretty generous, actually, and 7 Yoshis. So, I hate to spoil the surprise here, but I just had to acknowledge that right off the bat, and, you know, I think this deserves a raise one here for Nightmare, because, that was nice of you, buddy. Thank you. Salute. Maybe it is a friendly war. Who knows? Also see Nightmare in the chat. What's up, Nightmare? Happy weekend. I made a bunch of concessions so this war could even happen. Wow, I didn't even know you could use the word concession like that. I've learned something new from our chat. Thanks, chat. I told you this would probably happen. Fair, but you know what? The fact that Nightmare is okay with it, then I'm okay with it. You know, just communication. It's a beautiful thing. I think I've really done enough talking here. I think we're just ready for our first matchup, but I also want to just kind of take some time for, well, not only people to show up, but for people to get a little comfortable here, because, you know, once we get started here, guys, it's pretty much all gas, no breaks. So, you know, if you want to take that 30 seconds to a minute to grab some snacks, go to the bathroom, I totally understand that. In fact, it does also give me a little bit of time to remind everybody that signed up for the Amiibo Fight Test Tour. You will need to verify again for that tournament. And, you know, I'm not going to really remove you from bracket once I get into it. You know, I'll just say, hey, man, can I get a verification, please, for your first set? And we'll just go from there. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to be too much of a stickler with the verification rule on this tournament, but I do got to enforce it just a little bit. I'm going from weakest to strong. You know, I think he's doing the opposite personally, but again, I'm not trying to give away too much here because after this first matchup, you guys will be able to switch things around if you feel the need. Just make sure to really DM me in Discord, but also flag me down in the YouTube chat because sometimes I get a little distracted by what's going on the screen. But I think we've stalled for long enough here, and I'm ready. It's Friday night. I got the fresh cut. Let's go. Let's go. Well, Lighttail about to go one-on-one with Xian. That is our first match of the night. Yeah, I was going to say, Disco, you know you cooked in this first matchup, right? But, you know, Lighttail actually throwing in some cool stuff here. A lot out of grapple, which, for those keeping score at home in Smash Brothers, if you grapple, you do kind of trump that parry shield kind of mechanism there. But that's going to be 3-2. Xian does get that first KO because, after all, there is a big weight difference. There's also a big tier list difference here. Oh, she missed that side special. That would have been big money right there. But, you know, just the fact that she's got her opponent in the air is going to be a Xian KO. And, yeah, I don't know if Nightmare would agree, but a little shade of Really Ann right there with the up air. That was beautiful. And, yeah, Lighttail, he's trying to stay a little speedy, which could work against a Byleth, but that could also happen. Well, it looks like a side special will get that KO. That was interesting. Ooh. And a JV3 will be the moves here. We're done. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game on the first one, guys. We're going to give it up, though, for Xian. 2 stock win, 1:34, and 259 to 166. So, you know, that weight difference really did come in handy for Xian. You can't deny that. Cheese. There was no cheese in that matchup. Okay, maybe a little cheese, but still, it was a very fine Xian victory. Also, what's up, Combine? Welcome in, and happy weekend, bro. In fact, I actually want to take the clip of the matchup, the end of the matchup, excuse me. All right, and that's my catchphrase. Combine's got a catchphrase now? Things are moving so fast. Speaking of things moving fast, guys, it would also be... I don't want to be this guy, but like and subscribe! Seriously, I know some of you watching the stream aren't subscribed. You better hit that subscribe button, or else these hands are going to be truly rated E for everyone. JK. But that is my weakest one, at least in my opinion. Okay. No, but seriously, thank you for that, Disco. Let's throw in the next Discopartyham amiibo in, and I'm just trying to make sure everything is in order right now. Oh. Yo, this one's actually kind of strong, and I like this guy. It's Tribal Chef. You're the chef now. Start chefing. I've always had it. I just don't often use it in your chat. I even have an emote that says cheese. Oh, that's kind of cool. Combine Gaming Cheeseman? Not clickbait? Tribal Chef. I like this guy, but he is getting a little overwhelmed here. And this was the thing. When I saw Xion as the first amiibo, I was like, damn. Nightmare not going to make it easy for this guy. This is... Yeah, I don't know if she's ranked on bots or anything. Nightmare could definitely tell you that, but it's a great Byleth. Low-key starting to make me want to train up a Byleth. Side special, anyone? Especially at the ledge to... Oh. Oh! That could have ended badly for both competitors. But Xion keeping the lead. Yeah, she is definitely keeping the pressure on her opponent. Tribal Chef is still looking for that first KO, but instead he gets KO'd. 3-1. Look, I'm not saying we're in for a quick night tonight. I'm just saying Discopartyham may be in trouble. May. He did say that he's going weakest to strongest, and, you know, personally, I think Nightmare just went with his strongest here. That's my opinion. So, I don't know if we got to meet in the middle for some closer matches or not. I'm not sure, but Tribal Chef is... Oh, no, he got a KO, 2-1. And yet another JV3 for Nightmare's amiibo, Xion. We're talking Spirited, right? Because that is wild. Watch USAC says, we're going to have to put Ness in U tier for that. Yeah. But, no, all time. No, I mean, I know it's all time, but, like, are we talking on the Spirited side of things or the vanilla side? That's my question. But Xion with a pretty good showing here, 1x2 in 1:41 and got 348 to 189. It would be vanilla. Wow, that's actually really shocking. Whose is it, by the way? Because I know the Ness leaderboard for spirits. You would. By the way, guys, if you do feel the need to make adjustments, because you've both sent me an order through Submission app, you could do so. In fact, I just want to get this clip real quick, and we're gonna move on with our next one here. Also, we should probably put up a score right now. I'm going to do that now, actually. Yeah, sorry about that, but does give me a chance to go ahead and let you guys know again. Still time to sign up for our tournament on Monday. That will be where every matchup in this tournament will be played on WarioWare. And also don't forget for that tournament, guys, to post your amiibo stats in the Discord, please and thank you. But we're going to bring in the next amiibo for Disco. Kerblast! Yeah, maybe he's got some potential. If he could get the opponent off stage or maybe do a little drilling kill, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I'm telling you, you will know when stuff gets hard. Whoa. I think, does that count as an out of context quote? Can we make that an OOC? You know, I'm gonna try for it later anyway. 3-2 though, and with more than 20 seconds into the matchup, we do see Kerblast kind of taking a beating here. Disco, I know you're trying to keep a strategy and maybe keep a low profile, but like, when exactly are we going to see the amiibo that don't get JV3'd, or even he might be getting 3 stocked here? No joke, no joke. Oh, going for the drill and kill. Doesn't do much though. When you see the Yoshis. Yoshi, Yoshi! Yoshis are cool. No, he's still good, actually. Kill screen was a little premature. But Xion is still eyeing a 3-stock in this fight, and I think she's going to get it here. Uh-oh, maybe not. Yeah, she got it. Alright, well, good game for round 3, but Nightmare's Byleth Xion is, well, she is definitely causing nightmares for the amiibo on Disco's side. 3-stock win in a minute 30. This is the thing. She is, like, speed running this shit. I told you guys it's a little bit of a longer stream. Now I'm not so sure. 324 to 117, and yeah, we're gonna move on here. Also go ahead and update that score before I forget. All right, well, let's bring in the next Discopartyham amiibo. It is Anti-Kirby. Anti. Anti. I'm gonna go with anti. Are you anti-abortion? Because I'm Uncle Abortion. Let's get you knocked up, then get rid of the dang thing. Eric Andre fans will understand. God, that's like some of his best work right there, low-key. And here we go. 25 to 22. Let's see if the Meta Knight can get the job done here. And actually, I got to be honest, we've seen you know, I get it. It's really the Xion show, but we've still seen a lot of great things from Xion in these past few matches. In fact, we now see within the first 30 seconds, Xion taking the first. That's going to be a 0 to death. Simple tilt attack will get her the first stock and a 0 to death. That's understandable. Understandable. That's kind of how I do it with my war. If I ever do get called out for a war, is just kind of put the bad stuff first. Yeah, I'm actually 0-2 in wars, which, you know, I think a war is great if you're pretty established as a trainer, but for me personally, I only have like Spirited Amiibo. I'm getting there, like 15, 20 Amiibo. So it's a little tougher. I'm all about quality, not quantity. In fact, I could see Nightmare kind of is somewhat the same, as Xion is just putting on a great show and looking for yet another 3-stock win here against Anti-Kirby. Oh! Nope, he's still good. He's still good. I'm quality and quantity. Shut up, Nightmare. You train Ness. No one who trains Ness can be both quality and quantity. It's over. 3-stock. We're done here. Well, just want to go ahead and say good game. And and Nightmare's going to take yet another one of the Discopartyham amiibo away here. 2 minutes and 7 seconds, 3-stock win, 376 to 84. I don't know what happened here exactly. Counterpoint, really, Ann. Okay, counterpoint, your Lucas Pride. That's my counterpoint. And yeah, again, counter Ness. You can never just not use Ness as a counter for this kind of thing. All right, let's put in the next Disco amiibo. In fact, I'll also go ahead and get the score set up here. Hold on. I hate how with YouTube I gotta name my own clips. I can't just clip them. Oh, willy-nilly. But we're gonna throw in the next amiibo for Disco. It's Diffuse. Diffuse. Okay, so it's I guess pronounced diffuse, but my God, that is just not how you spell that. So I'm gonna just go with Disco's Wario for this matchup. Let's get moving. I'm more of an all trades person. Nice. Oh, nice forward smash here, and Xion. She almost got that KO within the first 10 seconds of play. Critical Giant. Oh, I got parried. I was about to say, that could knock her block off if he nails it, but he didn't nail it. And now, Diffuse clapping some Byleth cheeks with his hands. You sick sons of bitches. That's actually a really good idea. 3-2 though, and the Wario having some issues. Doesn't mean he can't get back into this one though. I'm trying to figure out what the weight difference would be here, and I honestly don't think there's much of a weight difference. Don't quote me on that though. The first critical jab. Oh, okay. Oh, 2-2. Yeah, we're definitely seeing a much closer matchup here as we're getting through more and more of Disco's amiibo. Wait, I got a water open. Yeah, we saw the Wario try and throw a whole damn motorcycle at the Byleth, but didn't work. Man, I didn't think that hitbox would go like straight up like that, but it really does. I hate that hitbox. Damn you, Byleth. Why must you be a character in Smash Brothers? And wait, 5 minutes to go. We are at 2-1. Wario, I think, has got to be a little more active and alert than what he is right now. Oh, no! Yeah, he really shit the bed on that. Well, actually, I think he just shit his overalls, but there's an up smash from Xion, and we are now looking at 25-20. Then, how long have we been here? 20 minutes? Not even. GG. Xion with another win, 2-stock win, and we do see it was a longer matchup, and it's a little more to go off of here, basically. But next up, we do have another amiibo from Disco. In fact, I also want to just take care of the score before I forget. Medium difficulty started with the Diffuse, or the Diffuse. Yeah. All right, well, Let me actually double check out the order here for the next one, just so got all my ducks in a row. You know, I don't think I'm very familiar actually with this next amiibo here. Yeah, I hate to do this to you here. What character is Dark Lord? Who the fuck is this guy? The OG, the Meta Knight. Wait, we just put a Meta Knight in. There's 2 Meta Knights! Damn it, Disco. You didn't tell me there were 2 Meta Knights. Alright. The original amiibo. Dark Lord. Dude, you really need to send Nightmare a thank you basket after this. He has put up with a lot here. Thank you, Nightmare. Thank you for being a team player and giving us a little shinema for your Friday night. Is Gotham allowed in wars? I don't see why not. I mean, he's a Ganondorf. He's, I'm trying to remember if that's the critical giant Ganondorf or the one that starts off giant, but, you know, yeah, that's totally fine. God, I almost thought he made the biggest uh-oh, but he's still good. So, if you're keeping score at home, this is our second Meta Knight. And we also have 3 Bowsers and 7 Yoshis to go through. I'm just saying, when Nightmare wants a war, he will get a war, come hell or high water. He did say in the description this would not be a friendly war. This will be a war with, well, I guess a lot of malice and hatred. And if you are just joining us, it is 25-20. Ooh. That was kind of cool. Wow, a neutral attack killed him. That's scary. Those were the only duplicates. Are you sure about that? Well, with 5:35 left, guys, Dark Lord gets popped up, but no, wait a minute. Look, I can't say Xion is good with the neutral special after that. He was just standing there. Not even menacingly. Well, with less than 5 minutes, guys, Dark Lord is dead. Yeah, no, that is dead. Okay. Well, good game. And yeah, I'm sorry, I got a clip here, but I'll just put cool Meta Knight KO. But yeah, that is going to bring us to quite a deficit right in the beginning, as Xion took the matchup in 2 minutes and 5 seconds by 2 stocks and 320 to 169. Pardon me. Disco, I hope you know what you're doing here, buddy. Because it is not looking good for Team Disco. The other one after that, I don't know. Well, it looks like next up on the docket here for the Disco team is Can You? I think I remember Can You. It's a pretty quirky Bowser Jr. In fact, let me also go ahead and update our score here because Disco is now at 19 amiibo. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating here for him, but at least the way he made it seem, it's kind of all according to plan. So, you know, I guess I got to respect him for just going in with a strat and sticking to it, but, you know, there would be no shame in changing things up a bit. This is 2 away from the Yoshis. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see the Yoshis, because, you know, Yoshis. Well, Morton, known as Can You, is here to battle it out with Shion. That is next.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. Here we go. Oh, by the way, Nightmare, if you're still in the chat, do me a favor and send me your Ganondorf Maldridge. We have I believe we have a Ganondorf Fatal 4-Way to go through. Or the Suggest a match that I'm hoping to post. Well, if I don't post it this weekend, I'll do it on Monday after the tour. And 3-2, Shion. That's a pretty good lead so far. Oh, I'm sure dude was looking for a forward aerial, but her forward aerial just ranges a little bit, has a little bit more range. And with more than a minute into the matchup, Shion eyeing the opponent to look for yet another KO. And that is 2-2. Yeah, Shion does suffer a fall here, but you see her, I don't know if I want to say struggling, but it's become more of a battle for the next KO than she thought it was going to be. Look, I'm not a Koopaling guy. In fact, mine's pretty mid, but I really feel like a little side special with this guy could go a long way. I just know with side special, it's a little finicky because of that spin out. Okay. I know that pain all too well, but it is over. Just want to go ahead and say good game and give it up for Shion taking another amiibo away from Disco. Less than 2 minutes, 2-stock win, and 335 to 210. That is some good stuff. Good stuff. Good job, Shion. I guess we're still on easy difficulty for the next one. That's at least the way he made it seem. So, yeah, I really don't know who is next off the top of my head. We're going to take a look right now. You know, I could see why he would put this guy up at top here, so let's go ahead and bring him in. Unintentionally, but kind of. I'm sorry, can you go deeper on that? Like, can you explain? I don't know if he maybe did a wheel or his own little tourney. Alright, that's, I guess, fair. But, I mean, considering that, yeah, so, you know, I can't say directly, but even in an indirect sense, you kind of knew what you were doing there. Yeah, I could pretty much agree with that, Disco. So after Shion, there's more hell to come, I assure you. But Shion is going to go one-on-one with Undertaker. next.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. Battlefield version of the King of Fighters Stadium. Hey, what's up, Empress Natalie? Happy Friday. He is just enjoying some war. I didn't know there was more than one Undertaker in the amiibo scene. Well, neutral attack was definitely strong, but not enough to take out the Simon named Undertaker. 3-2 though now. Okay. I don't think I was aware of that particular Ganondorf, but imagine my Rob in a war. LOL. I think he'd be a wrecking machine. Pun intended. 2-2. And with less than 5:45 to go, it's looking like anybody's fight for the most part, but Undertaker needs to start getting some damage. And not get damaged. Yeah, dude is not listening to me whatsoever. Maybe he'll listen to Disco. Disco, what do you think you should do? Well, that is going to be 2-1. Great parry. I think he should get hit by Byleth Neutral B. I don't think that's good advice, Nightmare. Yeah, don't follow that advice, Undertaker. And it is over. Well, I just want to go ahead and say good game, and we'll give our props to Xion once again. But, well, before I get into that, it was a 2-stock win in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 5:02 to 1:09. So, I mean, we were supposed to say that it gets harder as it goes along. Oh God, now I just did it. Damn it. Yeah, basically the characters are supposed to be tougher as they go along. There we go. But, you know, I feel like Undertaker didn't get that memo. But I guess we're now moving down to what is known as the harder part of the war here. That's right. All the Yoshis. And I'm not going to lie, Disco can make a pretty good Yoshi, but I don't know if he can make a Yoshi good enough to take out Xion. That's tough to do. Yeah, that's the right one. All right, guys. So as you can see, it is 17 to 25, and Grass has now stepped into the ring. Godspeed, Grass. Oh, I didn't know that. Kill. Well, flutter kicks are making things happen in the first 5 seconds. See, that's always one thing you gotta love Nintendo for, the music. They can do no wrong. Well, okay, almost no wrong when it comes to their music. Almost. Right. I don't even remember that happening. I don't know if that took place in his personals or something, but that's still pretty impressive for Raptor. But the first minute of play is in the books, and Grass is having a hard time, yeah, doing anything against Xion here. So it's, I feel like this is just a downgrade in performance for Disco and his team. I mean, I'm sure you mean the weakest of the Yoshis, but Homie's looking like almost the weakest of your whole roster right now. Wow. It's over. 3-stock win.
Allow me to demonstrate.
And I'm going to clip it. But GG. We're going to see Xion walk away with another W in a minute 36. It's a 3-stock victory, 382 to 57. I'm sure Nightmare feeling very proud of what he's seeing from Xion. Disco, on the other hand, you know, I'm not saying shame, but I'm definitely going to say paranoia for what's going to be happening next. Take out Grass, and we're gonna go ahead and throw in the next amiibo, but also let me go ahead and change up our order. I'm calm, and then I see reverse sweep. Okay. I mean, you know, don't forget he does still have some Bowsers up his sleeves, so maybe. Next up, though, we do have another Yoshi. But which Yoshi? Yoshi. Well, this is Yoshi we've seen before, both in the arena as well as other events here. It is Water. Godspeed, Water. And here we go. Oh, so far, Xion. Not going to force anything that's not there. That's good. And, you know, she's just taking her time. I mean, she has taken out almost 10 amiibo from Disco's side. She's looking to make this number 10. Ooh. Message sent. 3-2 in the favor of Water. Well, I can see he's got a floatier kind of jump than normal, so I can only assume Water's been equipped with floaty jumps. A little surprising, no critical health stats or anything to that nature. And with more than a minute into the matchup, Xion kind of struggling in this one, but she does get her first KO. And I'm sure the confidence is starting to rush back bit by bit. Ooh, that was a close one. Xion barely able to get back to ledge. She is on her second to last stock, as is Water. And I think Xion's going to start picking things up a little bit here on the offensive. And great back throw. Where's he going to land? Where is he going to land, and what move is Xion going to use? Yeah, Xion now stalking her prey like a great white, and Water, I think, feeling a little bit of concern as he lands the Dino Boot. Forward smash, though, and it's 2-1. Hold on. Hold everything. Because Xion is still looking for 10. But Water making that very difficult for her right now. And it is 1-1. I guess you could say crunch time for Xion, but I feel like in a way it's crunch time for Water. And the flutter kicks land. I'm almost afraid to speak anything into existence right now, so I apologize if things go a little silent. There is less than 4:20 on the game clock. We're still tied at Uno. Oh no! Water evaporated. And he will not take the win. Well, good game, but I think this is definitely one of our longer matches of the night. So Water, I think, put up a great fight, but Xion just able to close it out here. I really thought that too after I saw that first knockout, but no. Sad Yoshi noises, but that's okay. That's okay. We got more amiibo and more Yoshi amiibo. Also some Bowser amiibo, and I think we're out of Meta Knight amiibo, but we could be wrong. We could be wrong. Let's go ahead and actually bring in the next Yoshi amiibo. And yeah, Nightmare has a 10 amiibo lead. Wow. All right. I mean, I know Nightmare is a great trainer. I mean, I'm not trying to obviously take anything away from Nightmare or Disco here, but I do know that Nightmare has been probably doing this a little bit longer than Disco, so I think the experience is definitely on display in this series so far. But next up, we do have another Yoshi, and their name is Fairy. Oh, I think I know where it's at. Hold on. Here we go. Pink Yarn Yoshi. All right, let's get our next one going. I didn't say 6 left from you. Oh. That means Raptor is here. But, yo, I don't even think he's going to need to get off the bench. Because I know who's right after Xion, and I'm pretty sure after who's after Xion is not Raptor, so yeah, we may not even see Nightmare's Yoshi Amiibo Raptor if this keeps up. And that is going to be 3-2. Xion taking a nice KO in the first 35 seconds. Yeah, Xion just keeping her eyes on the prize here. This has... I mean, if we can see Nightmare shut out Discopartyham, that's got to be an Amiibo fight moment we'll be talking about for at least a year, right? Right? And critical health stats did not help out as much as Fairy would have wanted right there. It is 2-1. I mean, you say that, but brother, I'm looking at the score, and it's not going well for you. In fact, I know you got some Bowsers, but do you have a Xion? That is the question, because Xion's showing us that she can do anything. Just want to go ahead and say good game, and we'll give props to Xion once again. One of our quicker matches, actually, 1:30, and Fairy not looking so strong there. I'm sorry. Also, Dove Man is here. What's up, Dove? Welcome, welcome. And we are going to... Oh. I'm sorry, why did I take out Xion? We need the Xion. Hold on, is that the Xion? I don't think that's the Xion bin. Fuck. No. Okay, I may have to write that Xion bin again. God damn it. these are the ones that are already in, or not in. But next up, though, for Disco will be another Yoshi, and let me also go ahead and readjust the score. But first, let me get this Byleth. Okay, and yeah, next up is going to be Fire the Yoshi. So I'm going to ask you, Disco, is this Yoshi truly fire? Because I haven't updated the score just yet, but I'm kind of dying out here, brah. And, you know, I'm trying to be optimistic here for you. I'm trying to show some faith, but it is just not looking so good for the Disco side. In fact, actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that now before we get the match started. Okay. Omega stage, Omega stage. Let's see if Fire can take... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. He's a little more gimmicky. Okay, that's kind of a creepy comment there in the chat, but Xion just making it back to ledge here. And that will be 3-2. Fire taking the first stock. Aw, come on, Dove. Give the Yoshi a chance. Putting a poop emoji after Fire, that's that disrespect. But look at this, 2-2. And now we see Xion getting a big hit off of Fire. Fire, though, gonna try and take to the air, go for the down special, doesn't work out. And this will be 2-1. I believe in the Yoshi. The poop is just funny. Oh. I mean, it is funny. I can't deny that, but just a little miscommunication there. And great dash attack. Another great dash attack. And with less than 5 minutes to go, man, I thought that was it. Oh my god! Yo, did y'all see that shit?
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Damn! The timing! That's what I'm calling this clip. The timing. In fact, I'm making sure I got it, but wow. Yeah, I got it. Good game on that one, but Byleth gonna take that one in 2 minutes 11 seconds by 2 stocks and 418 to 227. I don't know why she did that, but it works. So, dude, your AI has become sentient. They're making human moves. God, I haven't said that in a good minute now. Man. Blast from the past, calling Amiibo sentient. Yeah, if you weren't with us in like the first... I want to say 6 months, but I'll say the first year, then you probably don't know. But I'm going to update the score here, and we're going to throw in yet another Yoshi. Another dinosaur for the slaughter. At least Disco Party hopes that's not the case. Poison may be able to do it. He might be able to defeat Xion. I don't know, man. Poison looked a little nervous backstage, considering I guess this is Poison's first Amiibo fight event. We don't know much about Poison, by the way, but you know, if Disco's got faith in Poison, I absolutely don't have faith in him. Poison, though, about to go one-on-one with Xion next. Xion is an agent of Joseph's Yoshi genocide. I believe it now. She's about to take out 7 Yoshis. She's taken out, what are we at, like the 4th one, 5th one? Hold on. We're on 5. I don't know if I could do an OOC on that one. If he gets it off, he's in a good spot. Now that is a funny emote. Yeah, I think I need more subscribers to get emotes. So make sure to like and subscribe the Amiibo Fight stream today. Not to mention the Amiibo Fight YouTube channel. As soon as we hit 200, we'll give you guys some more bin file tournaments to go through. And yes, those have cash prizes. Cash! Dollar bill, y'all. Poison, though, does suffer the first fall, and it is 3-2. Xion is just too good. And yes, Nightmare, if she does shut out the entire team, I will be looking extensively at the bin to make sure it's not edited, brain transplanted, whatever. I'll send it to the lab. I don't think Nightmare would do that, but she's doing so fucking well, though. What is it? What is it about Xion that makes her do so well? I have many Amiibo who could either destroy or be close to this Xion. Really? Would you mind naming one for us? Maybe 2. You know what? Name 2. Yeah, I'm looking at Xion right now, and, you know, I don't think PJ DePlant could take her out. I know the Word couldn't take her out. Possibly Applejack? I think the Spins, though, could take her out. Oh! That went south so fast! And, yeah, even with that spectacular dunk, it's over.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Really? I thought that was bussin' Riz Skibbity Bab Doodah. That's what I thought. Goddamn Gen Z language, but Xion is taking out every single Yoshi. Disco is down to 12. After 2 minutes and 27 seconds, we saw Xion get the win. It did come with a bit of a price, though. Got him, and Marge S, and Mr. Comeback, and Woogie. Okay, Woogie, no. I want to say Marge S could do it, but I'm going to go with no. I mean, that's just kind of my heart more than my head, but got him, and Mr. Comeback, I think, have the best chance here. But let me go ahead and actually update here, guys. Poison is gone. Aki from Street Fighter is gone. Honestly, out of all the Street Fighter DLC, I don't even feel like she's, like, the bestest. I feel like there was better DLC than her, but enough about that. Let's put in another Yoshi for Xion to slaughter. It would be an upset. I mean, I wouldn't deny it, but yeah, I don't really see the pit being able to take out this Byleth. I would like to see it. I would, but I... Well, next up we have a Yoshi named Electric. Not to get confused with, Not to get confused with It Electric, the NES amiibo. But right now we're going to get started with our next one. I'm not sure, actually, Dub. That's a good question. Pardon me. We're seeing a little bit of back and forth in this first 20 seconds, and the fact we got platforms could really benefit the Yoshi more. Could. Well, Electric, yeah, gets sent into the blast zone, and that is 3-2. Well, Xion just keeping her eyes on the prize right now, and I gotta be honest, I don't think we've ever seen this much of a one-sided war here. Unless it was mine and Joseph's, then it's a little bit different. Well, I mean, even if we see Menace, I feel like Xion's got the right stuff to take him out, but now we see Xion suffering a fall, but that's going to heal Electric. Definitely beneficial for the Yoshi. And that is 2-1. And with 5 minutes to go, Xion... Yeah, I think Xion's just kind of getting ready to end it. Wow. Okay.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Yeah, we are done here, Xion, with another fatality. This one, less than 2 minutes, 2-stock win, and 417 to 243. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had something I was gonna say, and now I just completely left me. I apologize, but Disco is now down to 11 amiibo, but he still has one more Yoshi left. So let's bring in the nextest Yoshi, possibly the bestest Yoshi, or at least in Disco's eyes, it is. Yeah, I kind of thought so too, but Xion is just showing us that anything is possible here in the Amiibo Fight War setting. Is this our Yarn Yoshi? No, here he is. Sorry about that. Grass is here. Oh, wait. No, not grass. We need ice. Yeah. Let me fix that. Eh. What? I just told you to update it. Come on. Or tag ID update. Try that again. Okay, I'll just use a new tag. Tag mode's broken. No, it's really not. It's really it's just a for fun thing. It's already cached. I should still be able to update it though. No, I've done it before. And it's the same freaking Yoshi. Same Yoshi amiibo, I should say. There we go. Oh, we got Ice. But we also got a Yoshi named Ice. And he's starting out metal. That is actually kind of crazy. Well, if Ice doesn't pull this off, guys, he is down. Sorry, I need to clip that, but yeah, he's going to be down by 15 if he doesn't make this work out for him. Excuse me. Also, what is up, NWR Swear? Happy weekend. God damn, I need water. No, not the Yoshi water. I mean actual water. But look at this. It is now 2-1. Yeah, this is looking like a really good matchup. It is going the distance. Yeah, it's not a W just yet. Yeah, I'm on pins and needles here. I'm sure both trainers are right now as Ice starts to really let her have it. Oh, got her! Well, that is the first amiibo taken out for Nightmare's side by Ice. Good game, and yeah, Ice delivering quite a performance here, a minute 48, and he got a 2-stock win off the Xion. In fact, even the damage was quite spot on, 343 to 231. Okay, I see you, Ice. I see you. Sending Xion to the ICU. Oh no, ICE sending Xion to the ICU. Got it. I got it. But yeah, I almost just out of habit decreased the score for Disco, but I gotta decrease the score for Nightmare. And yeah, I see his comment, out of the frying pan into the fire. It is PK Flare. PK Flare! PK Fire! The PK Dance! I wish more brawl taunts were a thing. I wonder what awaits me in the world of Super Smash Bros. Oh. Well, here's some good news. Disco will not get shut out in this war, but he's still got a long way to try and get the lead here. Or even tie it up, and wow. This is worse than I don't know. I can't exactly say that because A, Ness is a little tinier, but you know, just how many amiibo we saw, I don't think I could really fully sign off on that. I said this wasn't going to be a friendly war. He did say that. He did indeed say that. And with more than a minute into the matchup here, PK Flare forward throw. Okay, maybe I'm starting to agree here. PK Flare is now up 2 against Ice. Yeah, Ice probably doesn't want to even be in this matchup. He'd rather just be sitting on the bench with a nice coffee, but yeah, a lot of PK Thunder popping out, and even more PK Thunder. Exhilarating gameplay. This is why I hate Ness. Fuck the Ness characters so fucking hard. My god. Well, that is a 3-stock win for PK Flare. This is just annoying, but slightly better. Define better. Sorry, I'm trying to get that. No, I didn't get it. Did not get that one. But 3-stock win for PK Flare, less than 2 minutes, and 330 to 138. My god. Calm down, Nightmare. I don't think I've ever seen Nightmare this determined to win a war. And we're gonna bring in the next amiibo for our good friend Disco. Let's see what he's got now that he's out of Yoshi's. All the Yoshis were captured. Even Ice. That motherfucker is iced, baby. He said Tommy in, and I was like, bro, that's Pat's Patch Gaming's Steve Amiibo. What you doing? Ooh. You know, this could be a heavy hitter here, but this could also go horribly wrong here. Yeah, it's one of those moments. It can either go really well or really bad. Because next up, well, you know, I think we should let Disco kind of. I'm pretty sure this next amiibo of mine is his least favorite. Wait, my least favorite? Or Nightmare's least favorite? Because I like this guy, kinda. It's Steiner Math. Discopartyham, break down the math for the folks at home. If you got the quote handy, that is. That's a 50-50 chance, but what you didn't understand, what you didn't calculate, is that I'm a genetic freak, so that makes it more like a 66 to 33 kind of chance. Or something like that. Ooh. Yeah, that was some math right there. 0 to death. That was the equation. I do not like YouTube mobile as much as I like Twitch mobile. And that should really say something because I fucking hate Twitch mobile. Looks like a lot. And it is now 3-1, where, yeah, Steiner Math is still looking for that first KO. I said it'd go either really well or really bad, and it's going really bad. Disco, did you teach this thing to go off stage? Be honest. 2-1. And nice back throw. Steiner Math. Oh, actually kind of saving him right there. I don't know who taught this little Mac aerial attacks, but I don't think that... Yeah, no. It's over. Alright, well, good try there, but PK Flare will take the win. 3-1, a minute 46, and Whole lot of damage, 473 to 174. So, Disco is down to single digits. I would ask Disco if he just wants to concede, but I think I know the answer to that, and it's no. Especially knowing that there are still 3 real-life Bowsers waiting ahead in this order. I'm pretty sure there are more at the end here, but let's just go on to the next amiibo here. Well, I'll be damned. So this is going to be an interesting matchup here. Definitely some smack talk going on in the chat, but right now we have Flesh Wound hopping in to take on PK Flare next. So I'm going to say it, I think this could be a pretty even matchup here, but Flesh Wound is going to have to make sure not to get hit by PK Thunder or PK Fire for that to truly happen. And well, yeah, you know what, actually these up airs are causing some problems as well. Yeah, definitely a weight difference here, but so far there is a damage difference in the first 30 seconds that is very much favoring PK Flare. Ooh. Now, for a moment, I got scared for PK Flare, but PK Flare with no fear getting the first KO with a forward smash. Homeboy was like, bring me them knees. Yeah, that's usually the most ideal thing because I believe Psy Attack not only applies to PK Thunder and PK Fire, but also those up airs as well. Don't quote me on that, though. And that'll be 2-2. Flesh Wound trying not to get this one. Okay. Just shut up after that. PK Flare is still looking for a KO here, as is Flesh Wound. Flesh Wound is pretty desperate for a KO, as... Is he going to go off? Is he going to go off state? No, he's going to stay at the ledge. Nope. No. See, what had happened here was Flesh Wound didn't take my advice and he got beat. But do want to go ahead and say good game, and we'll give props to PK Flare for the win. 2-stock win in 2 minutes and 22 seconds, 436 to 233. Wow. I mean, you gotta be at least somewhat impressed by Nightmare's ability to bring this to a 24-8 count here. Maybe not so much from the Ness, but definitely from Xion. You got to be impressed. Come on, you got to. If you're a fan of Amiibo, you have to give him his flowers here. My best Amiibo are usually low tiers. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you know, when those high tier tournaments come, I wouldn't be throwing in low tiers. We are now in my best of best Amiibo now. Okay. The Mag 8, the The excellent 8. So next up we have, ooh, I like this guy. Seymour. And I gotta root for Seymour because, you know, Plant Gang! Gang, 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 gang. Disco, if Seymour does not get the win, PJ will be very disappointed in you and him. Just saying. But Seymour Giant now, but he's still getting overwhelmed by PK Fire. No! And that is 3-2. And nice forward throw. And Seymour is now down to last stock. I know it's Ness, but come on, buddy. I know you can take one stock away from this psychic child. And yeah. Seymour, you have disappointed me and PJ, and now we have to turn our back on you. Okay, I kind of can't run this whole thing while my back is turned, so. Good game, though, and give it up for PK Flair and their Amiibo trainer Nightmare for the win. It was just a little heartbreaking. Especially for the Piranha Plant trainers that saw that. He got taken out in a minute 30 and 470 to 124. Critical Supergiant is a really bad spirit against PK Flair. I would have to agree with that. I mean, almost any kind of fire that'll keep you in place, yeah, Giant bad. So this could include Hothead or Lucas PK. That's really the only examples I have right now. But let me go ahead and actually update our score, and we're going to bring in Disco's next amiibo. Disco, how are you feeling? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling okay? Because you're down to 7 amiibo, my friend. All right, well, let's see what he's got next here. Nerf Ness in Smash 6. Or better yet, just remove him from the whole fucking game. People will thank us for that. Oh, buddy. I know you think this is gonna work, but No. No. But say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Because they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo. Well, he's spitting some hot fire, but, buddy, I think you're going to need more than a silver tongue to beat up PK Flair. Going well so far, though. Yeah, the curry is very gimmicky. It definitely wouldn't work in an amiibo fight tournament because we do 5 stock, but 3 stock stuff, it can have an effect. In fact, we see Joe taking the first KO. Good for you, Joe. Well, now that PK Flair has some some room to breathe, quote unquote. I think now we're going to see Joe get a little overwhelmed with PK Thunder and the PK Fire, like we've seen so many amiibo fall victim to already tonight. My nickname is Joe. Oh, word? How did you get the nickname Joe? My IRL name is Joseph. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is kind of funny. And great parry here, but PK Flair getting popped up by Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry still, I think, has a shot to get the win, but it's not going to be easy. Noticing a decent amount of up tilt coming in from PK Flair. It looks like up tilt is the word for Ness. And it is 1-1 crunch time for Joe Hendry. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm going silent. Just I'm on the edge of my seat with this matchup. Popped him up. He got caught. Because there is an amiibo trainer named Joseph. Motherfucker been MIA-AF. But, good game. We're going to give our props to PK Flair and their amiibo trainer Nightmare for the win. 236, a one-stock win, and 514 to 280. Yeah, PK Flair looking super strong as Disco's amiibo. Yeah, not so strong. All right, well, Disco. God, I mean, I really want to see Disco get some wins here. Okay, now I'm a bit worried, so I'm hoping this guy could take him out. I've been worried for you, low-key. Like, basically since I saw Shihan, I was worried. Okay, Combine. But next up, we have... Ooh, actually, this is a good pick. I just don't really know how the matchup goes between these two. Spoiler, though, it is a Smash 64 Smash Fest. God, that sucked. It's a Smash 64... I can't think of anything with S. It's a Smash 64 fight. Let's leave it at that. Amnesia 5W is here. Hey, what's up, Prince Mush Lover? Welcome, welcome. We are running a war, and if you do see the score on the top of your screen, it's not going so well for Disco. I think I remember. Yeah, you're from the AQW Ghostface community, right? Forget if you're the one with like the really cool Link amiibo, or maybe you're somebody else. Yeah, what's up, bro? It's a Smash 64. Ah, next time, next time. Yeah, cool, man. Welcome in. Well, surprisingly, though, Amnesia 5W suffering the first fall in this fight, but not going to deter him from trying to get a little more aggressive. Well, don't forget, guys, we also do have our open arena on Sunday on Twitch, 7:30 Central Time, so make sure you guys keep training, keep getting better. I just went to watch on his stream, also to take notes on the amiibo there. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna raise one actually. Thank you for supporting the amiibo community. Salute. Yeah, and unfortunately, Amnesia 5W is down to his last stock. PK Flare. He's looking too strong. I mean, I know he's light, but he's just so freaking good. Oh, okay. 2-1. Yeah, we've all been commenting the Ness is good. I mean, granted it's Ness, but it is still good. Still good. You better win this matchup now after doing that. He does the taunt when he's down Uno. Come on. Come on. You know what? PK Flare, take him out. Take him out. Every amiibo I have is disappearing. Need a controller that retrieves. Wait, what? I don't understand what you mean. What? Well, it's not quite a 3 stock, but it's over. Well, good game, but give it up for PK Flare for the win. Got it done in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. 2 stock win and 440 to 267. Oh, bin files. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What do you use to where it's disappearing? That's crazy. All right. Well, as you guys, well, we'll see in a moment. Disco down to 5 amiibo remaining, and we know 3 of them are Bowser's. So I don't think we're at that point just yet, but let's take a look at the order and get the next amiibo ready for him. Oh, I like this guy. Not sure if he'll be enough to take out PK Flare, especially after we saw the DK get bullied by him. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Gunter battling PK Flare next. You know what? I'm going to give it my stamp of approval that Gunter can take the win here. It won't be easy, but I think he can do it. Get him, Gunter. Get him, Gunter! Yeah, PK Thunder doing Gunter no favors, but well, popped him up. Hey, what's up, Dr. Mittens? Welcome in, bro. We are kind of at the tail end of a war right now. I thought we'd have a little more longevity here, and it wouldn't be as one-sided, but here we are. Yeah, not much, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. And yeah, guys, make sure to follow Dr. Mittens here on YouTube as well as Twitch. Super cool dude. Also, definitely Prince Mush, we would love to see you do a war or even just get involved with some of our arenas while they're still here. Oh, that got him. These are both my favorite characters fighting each other. Okay, so for the DDD, but for the Ness. Nah, JK. We've just been hating on Ness all freaking night tonight, so that's just kind of the mantra right now. But I just hate going against Ness. I've hated this character, I think, since Smash 64, quite frankly. It's just, you know, I was a little more vocal about it when it came to Melee, Brawl, Smash 4 even. No, actually, I don't even think he was that good in Smash 4, if I remember that correctly, but, you know, not as good here, let me put it that way. Oh, look at this, PK Flare. He's gonna get the upper hand. Gunter, hell of a freaking body slam here, but it's not enough to take out this small psychic child, which... yeah, you guys can see blatantly there is a weight difference, and oh, hold up. Oh, he got him. Melee Ness isn't good. No, he's not good, but he's annoying. That was more my point there. And it got a little more vocal as the games went by, but GG. Give it up here for PK Flare and their amiibo trainer Nightmare. 2 minutes and 32 seconds and 531 to 254. Okay, one last amiibo until Bowser's. Dude, I don't know what you got up your sleeve, man, but if you want to see the Bowser's beforehand, you know, just DM me on Discord, but it seems like you're pretty set in your ways as far as the order goes, so let's see what this next amiibo is, guys. Damn it, I just dropped a tag. I really like how Nightmare does his amiibo. He does some value training, so... Mid! Mid! Oh, excuse me. Who said that? Wow. Uncalled for. Not really. And game over is here. See, I think this does have potential to take out PK Flare, but I've been saying that the past few amiibo now, so let's just watch and see if it happens here or not. Because then PK Flare has to deal with not one, not two, but 3 Bowsers. It's okay, Empress Natalie. It's just, you know, we got to be a little polite here to those that do want to do value training. We have to show them some respect. We have to be courteous and polite to them. Do you allow spirits in your wars or arena? I'm asking because I exclusively train them with spirits. Yes. How that really works here, for this war at least, they agreed it to be spirited. And when it comes to our arenas, we just switch off every other week. So right now we're in Spirited Week. Tuesday we'll be back in Vanilla. So yeah, Sunday, 7:30 Central Time, you are G2G. Game Over, though, does suffer a fall. He's really fishing for a neutral. Okay, that will kill. 2-2. I'm a little familiar with Game Over, the Ganondorf amiibo. Honestly, he seemed a little too defensive right there. I mean, he could have just smacked him with a forward aerial, a neutral air, but decides to air dodge, and yeah, PK Flare is going to take all that. I think I can break Pergy heart with what I'm about to say. Oh, God. Why would you want to do that to me on stream? Damn. I think my vanilla emo pit is better than Spirited March S. I think I've only seen that pit one time, so I can't say you're wrong, but I can't say you're right either. So I need more information from emo pit. But PK Flare taking another body. Damn. Good game, guys. Good game. And yeah, that's a 2-stock win in 2 minutes and 4 seconds, 429 to 171 here. So yeah, these Bowsers, they got to pull their weight, or else it is, well, it is game over for Disco. Ha! I made it work. I made it work. All right. Well, let's see which Bowser is first. That is the question I think on everyone's mind right now. Because there's a few. And honestly, I really like all three of them. Especially the one that's up next. The Beast! Brock Lesnar music plays ominously. Here we go. Alright, good luck, Disco. You are probably going to need it. As the Beast goes one-on-one with PK Flair. Actually, I forgot he started with Spicy Curry. I thought he was the one that went giant. Ness will be banned from future events. Dude, after tonight, maybe. But also then we gotta probably take out the Byleth as well, so... a little bit of fairness. By the way, if Nightmare does submit the Ness for the tournament on Monday, I think we need to just like spam his inbox or his messages with a whole bunch of junk, spam, and anything that might be funny. Ness not banned. No, Byleth stays. What? No. Because that Byleth was fucking cooking earlier. The Beast, though, is down Uno, and more than a minute in, PK Thunder, yeah, it's just fucking him up. Fuck him up. God, I fucking love the background on this stage. So beautiful. That, I guess you could say, was beautiful for the Beast. Not so much, though, for PK Flair. I don't think I need to tell anybody here there is a very big weight difference here. In fact, that was the heaviest character in the game. This is gross. This. Ness is actually unfair. Oh. Yeah. I mean, he's we just saw, somebody just said, like, he's number 5 ranked vanilla on Amiibots overall, which is fucking unheard of in my opinion, but, yeah, no, he's just a little shitter. Also, who isn't allowed in these things? So, if we're doing Spirited, Kazuya, Incineroar, and Me Gunner are banned. Also, S tiers. But, you know, if your opponent allows any of these things, we will allow it for them because, you know, Bowser's not supposed to be here, but Nightmare was like, no, it's fine, you know, go ahead and use your 3 Bowsers, use your 7 Yoshis, use your 2 Meta Knights, and I'm still gonna win. In fact, oh man, he cannot get hit once. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, Ness is allowed, but Bowser isn't. Yeah, that is actually true. That is true. After tonight, though, I think we may have to make some adjustments. But on a more serious note, I do actually have to post that Google form for you guys for our Spirited tier list. I know I've been saying I've been doing that for a while, but God, there's so much shit for me to do. Good game, good game. 3-minute matchup, one of our longer matches actually of the night. PK Flair with a 1-stock win and over 700 damage. Am I the only one who thinks Ness needs a nerf now? Keep Ness, LOL. Maybe. It's up for the people, really, to decide. Oh, God. It's up for the people to decide. It's even worse. But Disco is now down to 2 amiibo. I don't know how confident he feels in these 2 amiibo, but he's going to have really no choice but to keep the faith. That's all you can do right now. All right, it is time for our next Bowser amiibo. Are we on World's End? We are. Why didn't you put World's End at the end? That would have been funny. All right. Now, I could be a stickler about it, but we do have World's End hopping in. This is actually the Hammer Slam Bowser amiibo. It's a really cool looking amiibo. And we're just going to dive on in. Because Menace is better. You know, I think it's pretty close, but hey, if you say so. Yeah, already getting bullied. Damn. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the giant Bowser. And he does get the first KO, 3-2. What you gonna do, PK Flare? What you gonna do? I know. This is definitely our most one-sided war ever. And I'm all here for it. In fact, I'd like to take this time to say thank you to those that participated, Disco and Nightmare. Also, thank you to Nightmare for calling him out. Salute. And you know what? I'll do a little product placement here. Dubby! Make sure to check out dubby.gg today and use code AmiiboFight, all capital letters, for 10% off your order. Got a lot of great flavors there, inspired both by anime and VTubers. Also a mystery flavor. And the nice thing, even with tariffs, these guys are still really pledging allegiance to making sure prices don't skyrocket. So I actually want to take this time to raise one for the Dubby team. And it's 1-1. Uh-oh. And a simple dash attack will end World's End. You know what? I will get that clip, actually. I will clip that. And I'm going to call it World's End. Haha. But good game, good game. PK Flair taking a big win here by 1 stock, a minute 39. That was the fastest Bowser match so far. And yeah, we're down to Disco's last amiibo. You should be screaming "ah" in the chat right now. I think you just kind of bit off a little more than you could chew one day in the Twitch chat, and Nightmare was like, oh, okay, now we're gonna do this. And man, he is just kicking his ass. Disco, if you ever need to test stuff or need some advice, I'm always around. But I think we're ready to bring in the last Bowser. It's Menace. I'm never agreeing to a war. Now, you're kind of like me now. That's funny. Alright, so it is the Super Mario... Oh, no, wait, this is the Smash Brothers amiibo. Nice. Well, Menace, hoping to get some KOs and some amiibo taken away from Nightmare. It is indeed crunch time for the Disco team. I think my Fox amiibo can surprise people. Okay. In a low-tier tournament, you know, definitely throw them in. Anything else? No. What about a war against me? I don't know if that was direct. Oh, yeah, that was directed toward Disco. And that is going to be 2-2. So it's not impossible here for Menace. He's got to stick and move a little bit, obviously, but man, it's just hard for him because he's got a much larger hurt box to just get hit by PK Thunder or PK Fire. See, he's right above him. He doesn't even do anything but PK Thunder. I can't exactly disagree with that, but that's kind of what we agreed to here. Uh-oh, 2-1. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And it is now 1-1. So I guess you could say it's more crunch time for PK Flare in this matchup, but overall it is still crunch time for Disco. I'm sorry for the rant, I'm just angry. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, missed him with that side swipe. Uh-oh. This could be bad. This could be bad. Oh, he popped him up. Forward aerial. Yeah, nothing on the new. Oh, no. Oh, he plucked him out of the air. It's over. Damn. Well, gentlemen, just want to go ahead and say good game, also good war, but PK Flare and the Nightmare Gang are just threatening AF. 2 minutes and 17 seconds, a 1-stock win for PK Flare, but again, the damage. The damage. Rigged Ness. LOL, JK. Okay. I was about to say, you know, it's not impossible to beat Ness, it's just Nightmare. Nightmare obviously put a lot into PK Flare. A lot more than his other Ness ace. Not to mention Memento's walls. But that is our war for tonight, guys. And yeah, that's kind of the Ness as well as Byleth the best. I do want to go ahead and take the time, though, to thank everyone for showing up and watching our cool little war here. We got nothing going on tomorrow, but Sunday we will be on Twitch, 7:30 Central Time for a 1v1 arena. So make sure you guys keep training, keep getting better, and yes, that will be spirited. Oh, also make sure to sign up for the tournament Monday in our Discord server if you haven't already. Also, make sure you guys post amiibo stats. If you posted them in the past 30 days, though, that's fine. I'm not going to be a stickler about it, but if it's more than 30 days, please post again. Yeah, that's kind of it for me here. I don't know exactly how long we've been at it, but it does feel like it's kind of a long, shorter kind of war. But I'm gonna head out here. So, guys, have a great rest of your weekend here. I'll see you Sunday. Good night. Good luck. God bless.